Our approach to immigration must be balanced and well managed. It has to complement our domestic workforce, not replace it, while attracting and keeping the best talent from around the world. We know our economic immigration programs and services can be improved to better support national, regional, and local economic needs with less duplication and fewer delays. We will strengthen our programs and coordinate our efforts to improve settlement and integration outcomes. We'll work to better recognize foreign credentials and collaborate with colleagues from labor portfolios to discuss occupation-specific reforms.
If you're trying to move to Canada in 2026, I need you to stop making one very expensive mistake. Every day I see people obsessed over their CRS score. How do I increase my score? Should I rewrite IELTS? Can I get 10 more points? But here is what many applicants still do not understand. Canada has quietly changed the game. In 2026, having a high CRS score is no longer the only thing that matters. In fact, some people with lower scores are getting invited, while others with higher scores are still waiting. Now, you want to ask me, Esther, how is that possible? Because Canada is now targeting specific occupations. I'm going to show you exactly which occupations Canada is prioritizing, who has the best chance of getting permanent residence, and what you should do if your occupation is not on the list. And trust me, the last section of this video could save you months or even years of wasted efforts. Now, let's talk about the old system versus the new system. A few years ago, immigration was much simpler. Canada would largely invite candidates with the higher CRS scores. The higher your score, the better your chances, right? But then Canada faced a major problem. The country wasn't just short of workers, it was short of workers in specific sectors. Hospitals needed healthcare workers, construction projects needed tradespeople, certain industries couldn't find enough staff. So Canada asked a different question. Instead of asking who has the highest score, they started asking who do we actually need? And that singular change is reshaping Canadian immigration as we speak. So now let's talk about some of the occupations Canada is currently prioritizing, especially in 2026. The first on my list is healthcare workers. Healthcare workers remain one of Canada's strongest priorities. Nurses, midwives, healthcare assistants, medical laboratory professionals, physiotherapists, and many other healthcare occupations. And why? Because Canada's healthcare system continues to face labor shortages. Now, let's talk about trades. This surprises many people. Do you know that electricians, plumbers, welders, carpenters, construction workers, heavy-duty mechanics, these occupations are becoming increasingly important? And here is something many people don't realize. A skilled trade can sometimes provide a better immigration opportunity than certain university degree, because immigration is driven by labor market demand and not job prestige. Now, what if your occupation is not on the list? This is where many people panic. They hear about category-based draws, their occupation isn't included, and they immediately think their dream is over. Not true. You still have several options. Express entry remains very active, even right now in 2026, and a lot of people are using that route to move to Canada. Secondly, provincial nominee programs also remain active. Thirdly, employer-sponsored pathway also is very active. And number 4, community-based immigration programs also are very active. And one of them is the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program. And the most recent is the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program. I've talked a lot about this program, and you can see that on the channel. And the biggest mistake you can make is assuming there is only one route to Canada. Now, the strategy I would use in 2026, if I were starting from scratch today, here is exactly what I would do. Firstly, I'm going to identify whether my occupation falls into one of the Canada's priority categories. Secondly, I would improve my language score as much as possible. Thirdly, I'll research provincial nominee programs connected to my occupation. Fourthly, I'm going to monitor every express entry draw instead of relying on social media rumors because there's a lot of misinformation online. Now, here is the bottom line. Canada is still inviting immigrants, but the strategy has changed. The people who understand where Canada needs workers now have a major advantage. The question is no longer, do you want to move to Canada? The question is, does Canada currently need your skills? That's the question every serious applicant should be asking in 2026. Now, I want to hear from you. What is your occupation? You need to drop that for me in the comment section below. I'll be reading through the comments. So if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more immigration updates, relocation opportunities, and practical guidance. And I'll see you in my next video.